Hey guys, Fat Man is on again. I picked up, well, as y'all know, I save my pennies and my quarters and my dimes and my nickels. And that's what I used to buy my guns with. Picked this up today. Savage Model 64. It's 22, semi-automatic. I don't know how much you're seeing here. Magazine fed. And I believe it's 10 round magazine. This one was used for one day at a shooter's roundup. And that's all the use it's seen. So in exchange for that use, I get about $50 off the gun. So one day I think I can live with. I don't think they could have put, probably 500 rounds through it. And as we know, most of these 22s will go thousands and thousands anyway. So it's a Savage Model 64, 22 long rifle. And it's long rifle only, no shorts. And what I'm going to do, since it has been shot, I have a Cabela's Pine Ridge scope to go on here, and I have a set of Weaver rings to mount it with. Picked up the scope out in the discount cave at Cabela's for $25, I think it was. I like the fact that it's got big adjusting knobs, but it's real easy to knock them out of whack. So I'm not real keen with that, but we'll see what we can do. There's got to be a way to lock it, I would think. So I just got to read the documentation that came with it a little bit more. Anyway, if there's not a way to lock it, I'll figure out a way to lock it. So this is in synthetic stock. It has 2 bolts on the bottom here, right at the magazine, that hold the action in. And they do both hold the action in. So sometimes, like my 987 only has one screw. That holds the whole action into the stock. It seems to work. It's a really accurate rifle, so I'm not going to complain much. So we'll take that piece off. We'll take the stock off. Stock looks pretty good. This one's got some oil in it, factory oil, I'm sure. You can see some of the places where it's rubbed a little here and there, which is kind of nice. It's good to know things like that. If I was to bed this action into here, I can pretty much see all the places that would need to be bedded. Back here would probably be the main one. I would probably put some kind of pillars in here, right in here where you bolt it in. There's not a lot of surface there, so I'd figure something out. Anyway, we'll see how it shoots once we get this taken care of. So this is your action. These are really kind of cool because this is a hex here, so we'll take that out. And once we take this out, this is just a little hex headed bolt, and that's where one of your screws go to mount it. And there's this, which only goes in one way. Once you have that out, you can actually pull the barrel out of the gun. And your ejector is on the barrel, which is cool. So we're going to set the barrel aside. There is a Phillips screw here to take our magazine well off. We need this one. Kind of sneak that through a little bit. This one. Now this is another one, but it's slotted on the top. I don't know how well you can see it. There's another one like the front one. A washer This just kind of comes back out. Now if we slide our bolt forward, pull our trigger, dry fire it, pull our bolt forward a little bit, we can pull the bolt handle out and slide the bolt, firing pin, everything comes out the back. Or out the front where the barrel mounts on, and it's dirty. Like I said, they put some rounds through it. As I'm looking at it, I don't think it was anywhere near 500 rounds. They were probably only closer to maybe 100 rounds by the looks of it. So there's one more screw here to take your trigger group off. Maybe this is the only tight one in the bunch. The rest have not been that tight. Oh my. Alrighty, might have to take that one off a little later. As I'm looking, everything looks pretty good here. It was sold as new and still has factory warranty on it. So I'm appreciative of that. I'm actually not going to take the trigger group off. I don't think it needs anything here. So I'm just going to leave that on. I'll run in here with a brush. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything in here. Oh, let's grab a light. Nope, just some of that factory oil in there. Actually, quite a bit of it. So let's grab something to get down in there. I'll get all that cleaned out. The bolt. This is your hammer. So when it cocks, the hammer will hold back. Your firing pin is right here. It sits right in here. And when it's cocked, the hammer slides forward, hits the back of the firing pin, and slams it into the rim. When it's at rest, it's all flush. So it hits the back of the firing pin and inertia carries it into the rim. So, we'll take that out. And that too looks good. This is really oily. So I'm just gonna take some of that oil off, I think. Mostly because it's really all it needs. So, I'll get back with you in a couple of minutes. I'm gonna take and wipe this bolt down real good. And that's about all I'm gonna do to it. Get back with you, we'll stick it together, put the scope on it, and maybe I'll run through putting it back together real quick too. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes after I'm done. I think we've covered cleaning a rifle. Now you've seen the disassembly. I'm just going to wipe everything down real good. A little fresh oil here and there. Light, it won't be so heavy as it is from the factory. And I'll clean everything. I'll run a brush, a couple patches through the bore, which the bore looks phenomenal, so I'm not going to really spend a lot of time in there. But that's basically what I'm going to do. It's just a quick cleaning on it. I'll mount the scope. And this is going to be my new squirrel rifle. I just couldn't bring myself to keep bringing my Glenfield out in the field. It looked so pretty. So it's going upstairs on my rack. And will look cool from there. So, I know. Cool is not always what we need to have. But I like cool too. So, I'll be back in a few minutes.